Hi, welcome back to Caribou Country Lifestyle. My name is Cheryl, and I'm sorry I have been gone for 2 weeks. We went to Bucerias, Mexico, and it was absolutely wonderful. We were there for 10 nights, and it was hard coming back from in your bathing suit, sitting by the pool in the hot 28-degree weather, Celsius that is, and then to come back to still having snow, and it's putting more clothes on, and with every shower I feel like I'm washing my tan off that I ended up getting, and so that's a hard thing to come back to, but we had definitely a much needed rest, and now we're back. Got a lot of seeds to start. I am doing from A to Z in flowers, and so far I have 5 trays set up with, I've set up tags in them and everything. I've got from A to M, and I think that's about all I'll get done for today. That doesn't even include the herbs I have to start. That doesn't include the tomatoes that I'm going to be starting, and then the rest of the flowers from N to Z. So I have a lot of catching up to do. I won't be showing you every seed that I start, but the ones that have specific recommendations as far as planting the seeds, then I will show you those, but I'll tell you the list of all the seeds for flower seeds that I'm going to be starting as of for today. That is from A to M. Okay, to start, we are going to be starting on A, and that is going to be alyssum. I am doing the Carpet of Snow alyssum and the Royal Carpet alyssum. I'm doing a whole flat of alyssum, so that is, I'm putting them in these 3 by 6 inch or 5.5 inch cells. When we're doing alyssum, you do not cover the seeds. So I have these all set up. I have my tags all set up. So this half will be Carpet of Snow. This half will be the Royal Carpet. And I have so much of each that, I got lots in here. So that's plenty. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a little pinch of seeds in 6 spots in each of these 3 by 5.5 inch cells. That way I will split them up into 6 plants. You can plant them a pinch at a time in each spot, because you don't need to just worry about having 2 or 3 plants in one spot. You can have anywhere up to 6 in one spot, because it's actually fine to be planting them in a little bunch when you go to plant them in your garden, your hanging baskets. Maybe it's a trailing variety that you want to use, and it's great for borders as well. I put alyssum in my garden amongst my vegetables. It's actually a pest deterrent as well. So I'm just grabbing a small little pinch. There's like anywhere from 6 to 8 seeds in each pinch, and then you don't cover them. And the reason why I'm doing so many of these is because I do like to put them not only in planters, but I like to put them in amongst my vegetable plants in the garden. And with alyssum, when it starts getting pretty shaggy and long, all you have to do is take a set of snippers or pruners, and you just give them a little bit of a haircut. and they will start reflowering again. So like you could do that halfway through the season. Just give them a little haircut. I've done that plenty, and it actually makes them, or has them, so that they will continue to grow and produce more flowers. So they're quite nice that way. And I like the royal carpet, just something different, another color. Now we are on our next series of plants. I got all of the royal carpet and the carpet of snow alyssum planted. I have them over on my tray under lights. They do not require a heat mat. They can germinate in various temperatures, so we don't need to have any added warmth to those seeds. My next one is Bacopa. This is called Snowtopia Bacopa, and I struggle with Bacopa. It doesn't seem to, last year I think I got it to germinate, and then that was as far as it got. Then it wouldn't do anything. It comes in this little, like a little clear capsule. Little thing, clear capsule. That's what it comes in. I have a white topia, and then this is the blue topia. And I tried both of these last year, and it, like I say, I struggled with that. These, again, you do not want to cover your Bacopa seeds. And then what you're going to want to do is spray with a spray bottle with water on them, because these seeds are pelleted. And that just means that there's a clay coating on the seed. So with that water, when you're spraying the seeds, the water breaks down that clay coating on the seed, and then that is what helps to germinate your seeds. Now I only have 5 seeds for the white Bacopa, and I'm putting them into a 4-cell. And that is just, you have your 4 individual cells. So I'm just dropping 1 seed in each cell, but because there's 5, I'm going to put 2 seeds in one of the cells. And then if they do well, maybe I can split them up. So that's the white. Do not cover the seeds. And then we will plant the blue. Bacopa is a trailing plant, so it's great in hanging baskets or, you know, big pots that you have and that trails down the side. So it's a great choice if you want a trailing plant. And there was only 5 in this one capsule as well. And again, they are pelleted. And they just have like a yellow clay coating on them. So when we went to Mexico, we tried to be good on the most part because we're on this eating program, getting inflammation out of our bodies, but we weren't very really strict at sticking to it. So we went on a walking taco tour in Bucerias, and that was absolutely wonderful. We went to 6 different restaurants, tried 6 different tacos, and then ended up at this churro stand and had a churro at the end. Well, most of this stuff that we had, we don't normally eat, especially with the corn tortillas. We don't eat those. And so, but it was really good. I mean, don't get us wrong. We love the different types of foods that are available. It's just, we were trying to be good. So, okay, my next one, this is the balloon flower. And it's a platycodon blue. This one is the same as the Bacopa. So you're just putting the seeds on the surface, and then you are with the same with the Bacopa, you would provide some warmth, and the light is what helps the seeds germinate. So that's why you do not cover the seeds. So there are special requirements for certain seeds. The next one is biddens. I don't even know what a bidden looks like. My sister gave me these seeds, and I didn't plant them last year. So I'm not exactly sure. She saved these seeds. I think she told me that she tried planting them and they didn't do anything. So this bidden is called Electric White. It's right here. I am going to put 2 or 3 seeds, probably 3, in each spot. And, well, yeah, I'm putting 3 in most, 3 of them, all of them actually. And then we'll see what we get. These ones I am going to cover only because I do not have any information on them. And I'm just going to put a light cover on them. The other biddens that I have is called Blazing Fire. So I'm assuming that these are like a red, orange, yellow, that idea. Blazing Fire. I'm going to plant all of these. So this one I'm going to put 4 seeds in each spot. Maybe 5. And then if they make it, then I can just separate them. And hopefully, some plants do not like to be separated. We are moving on to the Calibrachoa because that seems to be what I have going on. I have a lot of Calibrachoa in here, and then I have the Nurembergia, which will be next. So that's what I'm planting in this tray. This one is a hot pink and yellow Calibrachoa. Calibrachoas remind me of mini petunias. I used to call them the million bells because you would get so many little flowers. I don't have very much in here. I think I have 3 seeds. Okay, then we're going to move on to the pink Joy, and this is what it's supposed to look like. My sister went and did a photocopy of the tags from the seeds that she had saved. So, I mean, that's a really great idea. And then you know what they look like. And that is going in this one, the pink Joy. And I'm doing quite a few seeds. Like, I know you cover petunia seeds, so maybe I should cover them. Maybe that's the ticket. Next one is the Bordeaux Star. And that's what that one looks like. And I will continue on planting the rest. I have a lot of different Calibrachoas. So this is the Bordeaux Star. I have Cappuccino. I have an orange and a bumblebee orange. So those are the varieties that I'm going to be planting for the Calibrachoas. We are on the next flat. Now I'm going to be doing the Helichrysum, which is straw flower. The first one I'm going to be doing, it's a mixed straw flower mix. I've done this one before, and I really like it. This one, you do not cover the seeds. So I don't need very many. I'm doing the 3.5 by 5 inch little trays here, the little cells. So I'm just going to put a couple of seeds in 6 spots. So that's it for that. This one is the copper red straw flower. I think that looks absolutely amazing. So, and they will have, of course, because it's a straw flower, it'll have the same growing conditions. I will not be covering these seeds. I'm putting like 2 or 3 seeds in each spot, and I'm doing 6 spots. So this one is a Daydream Cosmo. And I thought they looked very pretty. Plant gets 3 to 4 feet high. It's like, wow. Oh, those are some big seeds. Awesome. Now, do you cover these? Yes, because you're planting them 1/4 of an inch deep. So I'll just put 2 seeds in each spot. And then I also got some Cosmo seeds from my sister, and they are called an Apollo Love Song Cosmo. Don't have a picture for them, but they were quite pretty. I remember that. I thought they had 2 different colors in them, but I could be wrong. I've been known to be wrong once, maybe twice. The coxcomb. I just love the way these look. They just seem very odd, but odd in an appealing way. So I haven't grown a whole heck of a lot of these. It says they are a huge flower heads in a variety of brilliant colors, are produced on a sturdy plant with bright green foliage. The flower heads are extremely long lasting, holding 8 weeks or more before fading. Effective for borders, mass plantings, cutting and drying. They get 8 to 12 inches high. So I see how you could use them for borders. So I am just gonna plug in 2 seeds in each spot. That is it for those seeds. I finished them all off. Okay, now we're doing the calendula. And these are the neon calendula. I love putting calendula out in the garden with my other vegetables. They are just such a beautiful showy flower, and they're really easy to maintain. Once the flowers start to look a little spidery, not very attractive looking at all, then I will take just a pair of snippers and I will deadhead all of the spent flowers on them. You can let them stay. They will just drop their seeds onto the ground. And so we are all the way over here. These are fairly big seeds. I'm just going to put 1 seed in each spot with 6 plantings. Okay, that's it for the neon. And this is the first time I've ordered these neon calendula seeds. These are the ones I usually do, and this is the Pacific Beauty Mix. I like them because you just have a wide variety of different colors, what the flowers look like. And I have been growing these quite a bit. These are quite a bit smaller, the seeds are, compared to the other ones. They look the same, it's just a smaller version. What is the depth? 1/4 of an inch, so I will be covering the seeds on these ones. But I will put a plastic dome over them just until they sprout, and then I'll take the plastic dome off. Okay, we're moving on to another variety of cosmos. This is the apricota. I tried doing these last year, and I don't think I didn't get anything from them. So I can't remember if it was because they didn't germinate or if it was because once they germinated, then they didn't make it after germination. I could take a quick look in my book, Cosmos. They sprouted and I potted them. Well, there's hope yet. There's hope yet. Okay, so here's hoping that they do well. All of these ones here that I'm starting in this little tray, these are a 4-cell tray again. And if they take, I will separate the plants and we will go from there. These are the Niagara hollyhocks. I have been trying to get these going too, but I had some information about pelleted seeds that I did not know. That if you have, and I'm going to show you, so these seeds are pelleted. Let's get closer. Big purple clay pellets that if you don't use your pelleted seeds, I think it was on the Canadian Gardener that I heard about that. If you don't use seeds that are pelleted, their germination rate goes down with the pelleted seeds. So I did not know that. So these are the Niagara. And all of these plant seeds that I'm starting in this tray all have to be covered. So that's the Niagara. Next, for the hollyhocks, this is the Queenie Purple. These ones are not pelleted, so we should be okay. And I'm going to put 2 in each. I'm just trying to use up these seeds. They are older, and I just want to use them up. And last is the Ruby Regis Lavaterra. These are absolutely beautiful flowers. I have been growing these for the last couple of years. I'm really happy with the way that they look. They produce a lot of flowers on them, and like I say, they are absolutely beautiful. So I will put 2 seeds in each spot. And I'm not doing very many of these because I don't need to do very many. The Lavaterra, how tall does it get? It gets 24 to 36 inches tall. I usually put this in my herb perennial bed. I just like how it looks in that bed. I'll just put it that way. Hollyhocks are a biennial, so they will flower, come back every second year. which is something good to know. So if you're wondering why your hollyhocks haven't come back one year, that could be the reason why, is because they are a biennial plant. Lots of marigolds now. I have quite a few varieties of marigolds. We are going to start off with the Petite Mix. Petite Mix only get 8 to 12 inches high. They are good for borders, in baskets in the front, because they don't get very high. I love marigolds. They're a great pest deterrent as well. My husband's, he loves marigolds too, but he likes the big marigolds, like the Cracker Jack marigolds, the ones that get the big flowers on them. He doesn't mind the smaller ones, but he definitely likes the bigger ones. I don't know how many I'm going to get. I have enough for as far as my cells go. I have a bigger cell tray, so this is a 4 by 8 cell, so that gives me 32 plants in this one, and then I have a couple of little 6 cells in front of it, a small petite, and I'm gonna put 2 seeds in each of these cells because I do have 8 spots for them. And then if both of the seeds germinate, then I will just separate the plants and up pot them. I do up pot my marigolds to begin with, so they're fine being up potted, being disturbed, moved around. They are totally fine with that. So my next one is the lemon drop, and a lemon drop gets 9 to 12 inches high as well. Maybe I'll just show you all the marigolds I'm doing, and then I'll just go ahead and mass plant these. Okay, next is the Inca Mix. Sparky. The Keys Orange. Dark red, don't have a picture for it. The White Sugar and Spice. Queen Sophia. Strawberry Blonde, don't have a picture of it. These are a West Coast seed, except they were my sister's, and I ended up taking the seeds off of her Strawberry Blonde plants last summer. The Cracker Jack. And if I still have some room, I'm going to do the Brocade. I also have Red Cherry. All right, we are on the last of the M seeds that I'm starting. This is called the Mimulus Monkey Flower. I think that is just gorgeous. Is a shade-loving plant. It gets 12 to 18 inches high. You really need to make sure that it gets lots of moisture. So if it's hot and dry out, you want to make sure that you're watering it lots. They're very tiny seeds. These seeds are just going to go on top of the soil surface. I'm not going to be covering them because they will germinate best without the seeds being covered, just having the light directly hitting onto the seeds. Very, very tiny seeds. So I'm just gonna sprinkle a few on the top. And I'm doing 12 just because I think these are so stinking cute that I think, and I got these at Early's in Saskatoon. So it says here, a very bright flowering plant that is shade loving and an early bloomer. Spotted, funnel-shaped flowers are said to resemble the grinning face of a monkey. A colorful addition that is easy to grow in those hard to landscape shady areas. Water carefully just by misting them. Well, it looks like you can transplant them, so I don't think it would be an issue to up-pot them. They have here as a tip to place a 2 to a 4-inch layer of mulch will help prevent moisture evaporation. So super cute little plants. Okay, so over here on the left, those are my dahlias that I've just moved over to this side. They're growing just absolutely wonderful. And then beside them, those are my, they're the orange geraniums, and they're doing really good as well. Here are my sweet potatoes, and I just want to show you, I have a sprout coming right up in here. I haven't seen anything else coming up. I'm just going to put my cover back on. I have them still on a heat mat because they need the heat, and I don't want to take it away quite yet. So here we have the Bacopa, the Calibrachoa, and the balloon flower. And what's this one here? Oh, and Nurembergia up on the top. I put them under a dome. I also have them on a heat mat here. These are my marigolds up on the top. Next row down, the rest of my marigolds. These are the alyssum that I did not cover, and I have them under the lights. Then here is where I put the hollyhocks and the Lavaterra and the Apricota Cosmos. This here is my leeks. In behind is the rosemary. These are my pansies, and I had those in total darkness, and now they've sprouted, and I've brought them out to put them under the lights. Here is some of my salvia that's sprouted. This here is all the lobelia. So this one is the mixed color lobelia, crystal palace lobelia, and then I have regatta and the sapphire lobelia. Down here we have, these are all my peppers. Some of them are almost ready to be potted up. We need the 2 sets of true leaves. Some definitely have enough, but I'm just going to wait and try and pot up all of them at the same time. This is my foxglove. In behind the foxglove is my celery, and then behind that is the celeriac. This is the mint. I only have, oh, this one has a mint in it too, so I have 2 mint plants so far. In behind, that's my onions, and I just gave all of them a haircut. This is the mimulus, the monkey flower, the one I just seeded. And then here are the rest of my seeds. We have the straw flower, and this is the cosmos, coxcomb, pardon me, calendula, and the other calendula. I'm nowhere near being done. That is just my flower seeds that I started from A to M. I still have from N to Z to start, and then all my tomatoes, and I have some herbs. I don't know if I have any vegetables in here, but I have oregano, many different kinds of basil. I have quite a few different types of basil that I'm going to be starting. And that's it. There is no other vegetables other than the tomatoes. But I have quite a few varieties of tomatoes that I'm going to be starting. So I have herbs, I have tomatoes, and then I have the rest of my flower seeds. But this is definitely going to be over the course of the next couple of days. For sure, it took me a long time just to get everything organized. I'm so glad to be back. I'm glad you were able to check out this video with me. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you the next time. Bye for now.